day. Simple, but essential.
And then there's the connection to her mother, Shamala Gopalan. The book suggests that was a really deep source of strength.
Oh, profoundly so. This might be one of the most resonant parts of the text, actually. It talks about her reflecting late at night, almost having conversations with her mother's memory, drawing on her teachings.
Not just for comfort, but for guidance.
Both, it seems. Comfort, yes, but also real moral direction. The sources specifically mention one piece of advice from her mother. You may be the first, but don't be the last.
Wow.
And it says this became her silent prayer before every speech, like a deliberate, private ritual to center herself.
Let's unpack that mantra a bit. You may be the first, but don't be the last. In the middle of this insane 107-day sprint, what kind of weight did that carry for her, according to the sources?
Well, think about it. It immediately shifts the focus off of just her, off her personal ambition, or even her personal survival in the race.
How so?
It frames the whole thing in terms of responsibility to others, to the future. When she's up on that stage, maybe facing a tough crowd or a debate opponent coming at her hard, that mantra, the book suggests, reminded her, this isn't just about me winning, it's about paving the way, opening doors.
So it turns the political pressure into a kind of historical weight.
Exactly. It connects the immediate, intense stress of the campaign moment to the much longer story of progress, particularly for women and women of color in politics. It provided, the sources imply, a kind of psychological armor, a way to endure the attacks, the chaos, by anchoring the volatile present in that sense of historical purpose. It meant every single one of those 107 days mattered, not just for the election result, but for what came after.
Okay, so she has these internal anchors, this philosophy of purpose, but the campaign still needed something external, something the public could see, to really shift the narrative away from can she do this, towards something more positive.
Right, the constant can she win. Question needed an answer that wasn't just words, but momentum. And the sources pinpoint a specific, seemingly spontaneous moment that really marked that turning point.
Where did this happen?
It was at a rally in Atlanta, which, is a city loaded with political symbolism, both historically and in modern elections.
A strategic choice of location, then.
Definitely. And the campaign had been pushing this faith over fear message, but they needed a moment where it felt like that message was actually landing, resonating organically with people.
And the spark came from someone in the crowd.
Yeah, almost like something out of a movie script, but the sources insist it was real. A young girl holding up a sign.
What did the sign say?
It read, 107 days to believe.
Wow. Directly echoing the campaign's core message and timeline.
Exactly. That's why it was so powerful. It wasn't manufactured by the campaign. It's someone out there reflecting the internal mantra back at them. Yeah. It was like proof that the message wasn't just being broadcast. It was being received, internalized. Proof that maybe people were starting to see those 107 days, not as a countdown to disaster, but as a window for conviction.
And Harris's reaction is what turned this into a bigger moment. She didn't just wave and move on.
No. The sources say she stopped. She saw the sign, paused, and smiled. And that moment of just genuine, unscripted human connection seemed to cut through all the noise and tension of the campaign.
And then she said something that really captured the essence of the whole situation.
Yeah, a quote that apparently came spontaneously, but just perfectly summed up the campaign's reality.
What was the quote?
She said, "Sometimes history doesn't wait for perfect timing, it waits for courage."
Ooh,
Yeah.
that hits hard, especially in that context.
Right. It instantly addressed the big unspoken thing, the messy rush start, the lack of perfect timing after Biden stepped aside, but it reframed it completely. It basically said, yeah, this is sudden, it's not ideal, but that's not a weakness, that's proof of bravery. Ours, yours, everyone's. It validated the whole premise of launching this improbable campaign. It told people that stepping up in imperfect circumstances was exactly what courage looked like. And that seemed to resonate with a lot of voters who felt the whole country was kind of in an imperfect crisis moment.
And the book says this moment, the image, the quote, it just took off, went viral overnight.
That's the description. Millions apparently watched the clip.
Yeah.
And the impact wasn't just clicks, it was tangible.